Sitting patiently on its launch pad in the Central Asian desert, Soyuz MS-25 is ready once again to begin its journey to the International Space Station, and we're in the final minutes of the countdown. You are looking live at Launch Pad 6, Site 31 at the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, where that Soyuz 2.1A booster stands fully fueled once again, ready for launch to send an American astronaut, a Roscosmos cosmonaut, and a spaceflight participant from Belarus into orbit, this time on a 2-day journey to reach their destination, the International Space Station. Good morning from Mission Control in Houston and the International Space Station Flight Control Room here at the Johnson Space Center. Countdown clocks are ticking backward for the launch of the Soyuz MS-25 spacecraft atop its Soyuz booster at 7:36 and 10 seconds a.m. Central Time, 8:36 and 10 seconds a.m. Eastern Time, 5:36 and 10 seconds p.m. Baikonur Time. At the launch site, you can see that the gantry arms are spreading. They'll move into a horizontal position relative to the launch vehicle that was fully fueled several hours ago by launch engineers in Baikonur, a process that was completed without any incident. The launch control team in Baikonur reports all systems are go for launch, with no issues being worked as the countdown enters its final phase. And you're looking inside the descent module of the Soyuz vehicle at NASA astronaut Tracy Dyson, who in just 34 minutes and 20 seconds will begin her third flight into space, joined on this mission to the International Space Station by Roscosmos cosmonaut and Soyuz commander Oleg Novitskiy and spaceflight participant Marina Vasileyskaya of Belarus, the first Belarusian to fly in space. Once the hatches are open between the newly arrived Soyuz and the station on Monday, Dyson, Novitskiy, and Vasilevskaya will be greeted by Station Commander Oleg Kononenko of Roscosmos and his crewmates, Alexander Grabenkin and Nikolai Chub, and NASA astronauts Laurel O'Hara, Matt Dominic, Mike Barrett, and Jeanette Epps. After 12 days on board, enabling Vasilevskaya to conduct experiments on behalf of Belarus researchers, Novitskiy, Vasilevskaya, and O'Hara will depart in the Soyuz MS-24 spacecraft, the new departure date April 6th, heading for a parachute-assisted landing on the steppe of Kazakhstan. Dyson will remain on board the station through September, returning home at that time with Kononenko and Chub on Soyuz MS-25. Dyson will have spent 6 months in space on this, her third flight into space, while Kononenko and Chub will come home after completing a full year on orbit. And now this footage that was recorded earlier showing some of the activities again on a partly cloudy day in Baikonur. The launch day began several hours ago as the crew departed their Cosmonaut Hotel crew quarters to traditional farewell music and boarded a bus for the 40-minute ride to the integration and suit-up facility at Building 254 inside the Baikonur Cosmodrome. And as you see, a large crowd of well-wishers 2 days after that first launch attempt, still on the scene, greeting the crew and wishing them best wishes as they boarded the bus to head out to their suit-up facility. And as usual, the buses, the prime crew in the first bus, the backup crew in the second bus, left the parking lot outside the Cosmonaut Hotel for this 40-minute journey into the Cosmodrome to the Site 254 suit-up facility. After arriving at the integration building, each crew member underwent final medical exams, suited up in their Soka launch and entry suits, and entered this room divided from their friends and families and officials by a protective pane of glass to maintain quarantine, and conducted leak checks on their suits one by one. Tracy Dyson was first into the mock-up of the Soyuz seat. There's Novitskiy on the left, Vasilevskaya on the right. These leak checks typically take about 20 minutes to complete, as one by one this ensures that the Sokol launch and entry suits are airtight and ready to support the launch by the Soyuz MS-25 into orbit.
There was a little less we had to do this morning.
Yeah,
It
good.
was good. It was good. And the other thing we did, we kind of made our own tradition. You know how we signed the door to our room, and we usually put the date. Well, we put today's date underneath the other date. So,
Oh, yeah.
So now we have 2 dates. We woke up with a pretty good vibe this morning. So
Yeah.
it's good.
Okay. All right.
It's the grass at our home.
I'd just like to board the capsule and fly. Our commander told us that we have already been through a dress rehearsal and everything should be good today.
Ken Bowersox, NASA's Associate Administrator for Space Operations, having an opportunity to talk to Oleg Novitskiy, and then Roscosmos, Belarus, and NASA managers talk to the crew.
Did you sleep? How are you feeling? We are rested. Everything is great. And the weather is better today. It's kind of sunny. Right.
Then, of course, the familiar scene of the crew members leaving that Site 254 integration building. This allows Novitskiy, the Soyuz commander, to report that he and his crewmates were ready to proceed to the launch pad. Final farewells as the crew boarded the bus for the trip out to Launch Site 31, a trip that ultimately took about an hour to complete. The 3 crew members escorted to the stairs, the stairwell at the base of the Soyuz 2.1A booster. They climbed a few stairs, waved goodbye to well-wishers, and entered the elevator there for the ride to the top of the Soyuz rocket to board their spacecraft, which they've now been aboard for about 2 hours or so. About 20 seconds away from the retraction of that first umbilical.
Vehicle to internal power.
Ground vehicle.
There's the retraction of the first umbilical, T-minus 30 seconds and counting.
All reports have been copied.
Auto sequence initiated.
Launch.
Second umbilical now retracting.
Ignition.
This initiates engine start. We now have engine ignition.
Preliminary.
Turbo pumps and engines up to flight speed, now at full throttle.
Engines to maximum thrust.
We have liftoff. Dyson, Novitskiy, and Vasileyskaya finally underway on a 2-day journey to the International Space Station.
All parameters are nominal.
Good roll, pitch, and yaw program. The Soyuz heading downrange, heading to the northeast from the Baikonur Cosmodrome.
20 seconds into the flight.
All thrusters are performing normally from the blockhouse in Baikonur.
Well, 30 seconds.
40 seconds into the flight. All rocket performance is declared nominal at this point.
The vehicle stabilization is performing nominally.
Good vehicle stabilization, good first stage performance.
50 seconds. The pressure in the manifolds is nominal. Everything is good.
Good engine performance.
60 seconds. Pitch, yaw, and roll are nominal.
Should be heading into the regime of maximum dynamic pressure a moment or two from now. And we have first stage set.
So the lateral boosters have separated. We confirm that, and
the Soyuz now at 28 statute miles in altitude, traveling about 3,300 miles an hour downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome at the 2-minute, 25-second mark into the flight.
140 seconds into the flight. All parameters are nominal. All is good on board. Copy.
This view inside, momentarily inside, saw Novitskiy and Vasileyskaya.
All is good on board.
3.5 minutes into the flight. All reports are nominal from the blockhouse in Baikonur. And we have third stage shutdown and third stage separation.
Separation is confirmed.
The command now will be given to deploy the Soyuz solar arrays. That now underway.
MCC Moscow.
And the solar arrays and navigational antennas have all been deployed. Perfect ride to orbit for Tracy Dyson, Oleg Novitskiy, and Marina Vasileyskaya. The 2-day chase to catch up to the International Space Station now underway.
Kazbeki, MCC Moscow.
At the very right-hand side of your screen shows the multi-hatched Prichal node module. That is the port of call for the Soyuz MS-25. That's the docking port to which the Soyuz will link up to about 36.5 minutes from now.
Continue monitoring the motion. Keep reporting. Copy.
Flying 260 miles over the South Atlantic, a good view of the Soyuz MS-25. About 7.5 minutes away from beginning its fly-around in the neighborhood of the International Space Station to align its forward docking probe with the Prichal node module on the Earth-facing side of the Russian segment of the complex.
500 meters, range rate minus 1.6.
And this view from the external cross-haired engineering camera on the Soyuz MS-25, a great view of the International Space Station. The Soyuz now has begun its fly-around of the station. You can see in the lower left-hand corner, the two values at the very bottom are the distance, 375, 374 meters, separating Soyuz from the station, and the closure rate of 1.1 meters per second.
360 meters. Executed. Roll maneuver. Oleg, stand by for Zavcon.
The Soyuz with one final refinement of its alignment for the docking target that you see just below the crosshairs. Good range, good rate of closure, standing by for contact and capture.
6 meters. Target is in the center, crosshairs are aligned.
Мишень практически в центре. Так, ожидаем касания.
Standing by for contact.
Касание, индикатор жениха, средняя сцепка есть.
And we have contact and we have capture.
Capture confirmed.
Docking confirmed at 10:03 a.m. Central Time, 11:03 a.m. Eastern Time, as Soyuz and the International Space Station flew 260 miles over central Kazakhstan. The Monday morning commute of Tracy Dyson, Oleg Novitskiy, and Marina Vasileyskaya successfully completed. And the docking probe on Soyuz has now begun to retract. A quick view of the newly arrived Soyuz MS-25 attached to the Prichal node module on the Earth-facing side of the Russian segment of the International Space Station. Again, that's Soyuz arriving at 10:03 a.m. Central Time, 11:03 a.m. Eastern Time, after a perfect rendezvous and docking to the Prichal module.
Are you ready? Ladies. Ну давай, Марина, ты заходи.
Okay, come in.
Помню, куда ты положила.
And the Soyuz hatch open at 12:26 p.m. Central Time, 1:26 p.m. Eastern Time, as the station and Soyuz flew 260 miles over the South Pacific.
Иди сюда.
Come here.
Tracy, давай.
Marina Vasileyskaya first in. There is Tracy Dyson of NASA entering the station for the third time. Once again, the hatch to Soyuz opened at 12:26 p.m. Central Time, 1:26 p.m. Eastern Time. Tracy Dyson, Marina Vasileyskaya, Oleg Novitskiy now on board the complex.
Go ahead.
Смотри, насколько это критично, сейчас все сделать с кораблем.
How critical is it to finish everything in the Soyuz prior to the PAO event?
Иди на конференцию.
Okay, do the PAO event first, and then go back to the Soyuz.
Мы там закончим быстро и вернусь обратно, все выключил. Принято.
Big smile from Tracy Dyson. The crew will be gathering momentarily in the Zvezda service module for welcoming remarks.
Concur.
Soyuz Commander Oleg Novitskiy now in.
Good morning. Hello, friends. Marina, Oleg, Tracy, and the rest of the crew, our dear American colleagues. We are so happy to see you. We are happy to see you smile. You've done great. All the ground support crew is so proud of you. Well, we are so happy to see you. Thank you. Thank you very much for being here, talking to us. Ivan Nikolaevich, I'm so happy that Belarus has made it safely and soundly to the International Space Station. It took us 2 days, but we are in great spirits, and I'm super happy that it went this way. I loved all of the aspects of it. So we've arrived to the stars. We are so happy that you are supporting us. It's a great pleasure to us and brings strength to us. Thank you very much for being here supporting us.
Is there an interpreter? Только по-английски, but
I will be speaking English.
To be here, and we are so grateful for everybody that has helped us get to this point, both through training and execution. And it's great to see all of you sitting there, and we look forward to executing this mission together. Thanks.
Houston Station on JSS.
And station, this is Houston. We have a few words from the Houston team. Oleg, welcome back to your second home. We are happy to see you on the station once again.
Oleg, welcome back to your second home.
I've joined a special group of individuals. Enjoy the experience, and may you inspire more people to do amazing things.
Enjoy the experience, and may you inspire more people to
Tracy,
do amazing things.
it's so great to see your smiling face back on ISS. Everyone here in Houston, including your family and friends in the viewing room, are beaming with pride watching the screen. I'm honored to represent so many folks who care deeply about you and say welcome back to the ISS. Your dedication and hard work is steadfast, and even through the surprises that come your way, but we know that difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. On behalf of the console team, increment team, and your training team, congratulations on your launch and docking to the one-of-a-kind International Space Station.
Congratulations on your launch and docking to the one-of-a-kind International Space Station.
Kostya, thank you so much for those words, and thank you for everyone there in Mission Control in Houston, the flight control team, the team in the back room, and everybody there in the viewing room. This has been an incredible journey, one that we weren't quite expecting to last so long in free flight, but we're grateful for the time together because we know now that we're here, we're going to get started with some work. So it's great to be here. It's great to be working with all of you, and we're just thankful for all of your support.
See you guys up there. Enjoy your night. Bye, guys.